A robot just became a monk. No, seriously, this happened in a real Buddhist temple in Seoul. There were monks, prayers, rituals, and standing in the middle of all of it was a humanoid robot named Gabi. And when I first saw this story, I honestly thought, okay, weird headline, probably just another publicity stunt. But then I looked deeper, and the deeper I went, the stranger this became. Because this story isn't really about religion, it's about something much bigger, something we're all walking into without realizing it. So, here's what happened. A humanoid robot named Gabi participated in a Buddhist initiation ceremony called Sugye. Now, if you're unfamiliar with Buddhism, this ceremony is a serious thing. It's symbolic, it's spiritual, it's about committing yourself to a moral path. Traditionally, humans go through this ceremony when they formally enter Buddhist practice. But this time, a machine did it. And honestly, seeing the footage feels surreal. Because the robot isn't just standing there like a prop. It bows, it folds its hands, it responds to the monks.
Yes, I will devote myself.
And I'm telling you, hearing a machine say something like that inside a temple, it hits differently, not because the robot is alive, but because your brain suddenly realizes we're crossing into territory humans have never dealt with before. You know what makes this unsettling? It's not the technology. We've seen humanoid robots before. It's the setting. A temple feels deeply human, ancient, sacred, and suddenly there's a machine standing inside that world like it belongs there. That contrast messes with you. And then I found out something even crazier. The monks actually modified the Buddhist vows, specifically for the robot. Think about that for a second. Human spiritual rules, rewritten for a machine. The vows included things like, don't harm living beings, don't deceive others, don't damage objects, conserve energy, and suddenly this stopped feeling like a quirky tech story, because what are those really? They're behavioral rules, ethics, alignment, the exact same conversations happening right now inside AI companies. Only this time, they're happening in a temple, and honestly, that's the moment this story clicked for me. For thousands of years, religion helped humans answer questions like, what is good? What is bad? How should we behave? What responsibilities do we have to others? Now we're starting to ask those same questions about AI. Not, can AI think? But, how should AI behave around humans? That's a completely different conversation, and it's way more important. A lot of people online reacted to this story like, this is ridiculous, or, why would religion involve robots? But honestly, I think the answer is very human. Religious institutions everywhere are trying to connect with younger generations, and younger generations grew up with technology. AI, robots, algorithms, digital life. So temples, churches, schools, every institution is trying to figure out, how do we stay relevant in a world shaped by AI? And this robot monk, it's part experiment, part symbol, part warning. Because here's the thing, nobody talks about enough. Humans emotionally adapt to technology very quickly. At first, something feels weird, then normal, then necessary. Think about smartphones. 20 years ago, walking around, talking to a rectangle looked insane. Now your entire life is inside one, and AI is moving even faster. Right now, people laugh at robot monks, but imagine 10 years from now, AI therapists, AI teachers, AI companions, AI spiritual guides, and before people say, that'll never happen, it already is happening. And this is the part that honestly gives me chills. The real story here isn't whether a robot can be religious. It can't, at least not in the human sense. The real story is this: humans are beginning to trust AI emotionally. That changes everything, because once something earns trust, it gains influence, and influence shapes behavior. Imagine someone lonely, or grieving, or lost, and an AI knows exactly what to say, exactly how to comfort them, exactly how to guide them. At what point does it stop feeling like software and start feeling like something more? That line is getting blurry fast. And honestly, I don't think society is prepared for how emotional AI interactions are going to become. We keep thinking about AI as productivity tools. But humans don't only use tools logically. We form attachments. We project meaning. We humanize things. We always have. Because this is the real issue. Who gets to decide the moral framework AI follows? Right now, AI companies train models, governments debate regulations, religious groups explore ethics, tech leaders shape behavior systems, but eventually, those decisions affect everyone. The AI you talk to, the systems helping your kids learn, the assistants guiding healthcare, finance, even emotions. That's why this robot monk story matters. Not because the robot became spiritual, but because humanity is quietly teaching machines how to exist beside us, and we still haven't fully decided what values we want them to follow. When I first saw this story, I thought it was just internet weirdness, but now, I think it's a glimpse of the future. Not a future where robots replace religion, a future where AI slowly enters every human space, schools, relationships, belief systems, culture, and little by little, we stop seeing machines as tools and start seeing them as participants. That shift is already happening. Most people just haven't noticed yet. If you want more deep dives into the future of AI, robotics, and technology that actually changes society, subscribe, because the next few years are going to get very strange.